wabarakatuh. Today, I would like to present to you about my blogs. The first blog is about myself and as an introduction to know about me. My name is Nur Balkis Adila binti Rosli. I am 19 years old this year and I am from Pulau Pinang. I am a student of University Polytech Malaysia and I am taking a course of Diploma in Computer Science. I used to be quite an athletic student. I was a part of my middle school softball team for around 4 years. I also was a part of the team which we trained for a competition. Another thing about me is that I really love to draw. Most of my arts are fan art of my favorite games and movies. As you can see, one of my example over the blog. I, for some reason, are currently practicing to do an animation in my free time. Maybe sometime or somewhere in the future, I would like to start an art commission to just adding a little bit of my money. I also love to listen to music. I listen to quite a lot of genres, but most of my favorites are K-pop, J-pop, and Vocaloid. Sometimes I also listen to anything that caught my interest. The most of the songs that I listen to are originate or more known from a video game. Well, speaking of the topic of the video game, I also like to play video games if I don't have much to do and I have quite a lot of free time. I like to play games that the types of the games that I like to play are the open world game or more well known as MMORPG type of games such as RuneScape. And also I like to play a game that can break the fourth wall just like Doki Doki Literature Club. I also play first person shooter games such as Call of Duty and Free Fires. One final info about me is that I like to read as well. I read anything that caught my interest, but most of the genres that I usually read are the fantasies and horror. Though most of the horror that I prefer are the psychological horror one. It's really it's really interesting one if you ask me personally. I also listen to music while I'm reading most of the books or the stories that I found online. Next, I would like to talk about the reflection part of this blog. In this blog, I would like to talk about my 3 years plan and my 5 years plan. Here is what I've been planning for 3 years. First, I would like to continue my studies to degree. I heard that it would probably help me a ton when it comes to looking for work. Due to my little bit of financial problem, I would like to look for a part-time job to clear most of my problems when it comes to monies. I would like to also to look for part-time jobs to wait, I will say that. Sorry. Next, I would like to participate in the club activities. Most of the activities that I would like to participate have to be according to my skills and abilities. Well, next, I would like to talk about my 5 years plan. After I graduate from degree, I would like to start looking for jobs. Maybe if I have a chance, I would like to continue my studies to the degree level. Wait, no, not degree, I mean master levels, sorry. I don't know if that really will be possible, but let's just hope for the best. But even if I don't continue my studies, I still plan to work my way out to pay all of my student debts if I even have any and achieve a few goals such as buying my own house and my own vehicle. Lastly, I would love to be able to bring my families to the Holy Land of Mecca. Next, last but definitely not least, I would like to talk about my weekly journal. The first week, which is from starting from 2 to 7 January 2014, 2024. The first day is the orientation day that in the University Polytech Mara, which is the university I'm currently studying with. It was an orientation day. I went there at around maybe 10 in the morning, maybe. I do not remember anymore. Yeah, I arrived there at 10 in the morning and the whole orientation, wait, no, I arrived there at 6 in the morning. The one that I remember just now is a registration day. I get confused a little bit. Um, yeah, the orientation day I went there at around 6 in the morning, and it's end, if I'm not mistaken, it's end at 3 in the evening. I guess so. After that, we went to the hostel and stayed there for probably for the whole semester. And after that, after the orientation day, the following days of the week, I went to the class and start my life as a university student. The next week, which is start at 8th January to 14th January, I went to the class as usual in most of the weekdays. On the weekends, I didn't go back to my home, so I stay in the hostel for quite a while. The same thing also happened in the week 3. But in the week 3, which is from 15th to 21st January, on 17th January, there is a hangout fair club that is held in my campus. So it was a showcase of quite a lot of clubs. I joined at least 3 of the clubs. One is Lagayong, another one is an Acacia Club, and the last one is Extreme Youth Club, if I'm not mistaken. I so far going to just join 3 clubs for now. Maybe I will add more, maybe not, who knows. And the rest of the day is pretty much the same as the previous weeks. But on the weeks 4, however, is a little bit different from the previous weeks that I've been talking about. Because on the week 4, most of my class are held online. So most of my classmates have already gone to their home. I probably was the only one that still stay in the hostel. So yeah, the club was held online, but on the weekends, one of my uncles invites me to go and explore the city of the Kuala Lumpur for the very first time in a while. So I was very grateful for him for that. So that's all of my presentation for today. I would like I would like to hear about you guys comments, and hope that I was able to present this blog to you as well as I possibly could, even though I am quite a little bit rusty. So that's all from me. I will be signing off. So wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.